Savage Show podcast. I'm your host, John Burke, with my beautiful heterosexual bearded Jewish partner, Josh. His frame, his camera's kind of fucked up. We're going to get it fixed. Apologies for that, but we're going to get it right. Don't worry. That's why he has a little technical issues before the show even started. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. If it's not one thing, it's another. But we appreciate y'all being here today. Went
all Fetterman on us.
Yeah. I posted something about him on my Instagram yesterday. He's had another rally, and I want to say this was like after his debate, and you're just kind of like, you almost feel sorry, but listen to what he says. He's at another rally. What?
I don't know.
Like, you know, and I kind of feel bad for him because, I mean, this guy, he's dealing with a stroke. This guy's dealing with a stroke. Granted, he's probably a piece of shit liberal. No denying that. But good grief. Like, this is sad at this point. Like, the liberals are sitting there praising him like, oh, he's so brave. He's so heroic.
It's his Me Too
it's like,
moment.
bro, like, what the shit? You've got a stroke survivor up there that you want to keep in a very stressful environment because you just want to fight the right. Y'all should have went with somebody else. Like, this is pathetic. And the things that I love, we're going to get to this. Elon now officially owns Twitter. It's happening. It's happening. Elon owns Twitter. I got banned yesterday.
Immediately.
I know,
I saw the email.
They were trying to take, oh, there was an email?
Yeah.
Oh, went to your account?
It went to my account, yeah. So your account's been suspended.
Fuck yeah. Well, I got a new one. John Burke is free. Just go look me up on Twitter. John Burke is free. And oh my God, the trolling is good. The dude. Remember last time when they first went into negotiations and it looked like Elon was going to purchase Twitter, and the liberal blue-haired pronoun freaks were screaming at the sky. They literally thought the world was ending. Like, oh my God, they're going to open up and let all the racist Nazi bigots in. Oh, geez. And we're just sitting here like, oh, we can actually tweet in support of whatever we want now. Wow. But yeah, that's big in the news yesterday. Elon apparently went through with the purchase. He went to visit the Twitter HQ, and I think it's San Francisco yesterday. There's a massive viral clip of him walking into the HQ carrying a sink, and then he said, let that sink in.
But
Yeah,
here.
Damn it, Elon. Elon with the dad jokes. Now, I will continue. I will continue to say this. I don't trust him. I hope he does better. I hope he turns it around. I hope he changes it. And I hope he shows these other social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram what you can do when you kind of lift such strict censorship and you promote actual good conversations. But we're going to get to that. So before we get started, as you know, today is Thursday. Beautiful day outside. Gorgeous day outside here in Texas. And this episode is brought to you by D's Nuts. This episode is brought to you by D's Nuts. Now, shellshockcbd.com, where you can check it out. We appreciate all y'all purchasing and supporting the brand, the company. You can check us out, shellshockcbd.com, using code Burke. That'll save you 10% off. And right now, we've got some great deals out there for you. I'm burping like fucking crazy.
Sorry, guys.
It's just that kind of I don't have a mute button over here. You've got the mute button.
That's right.
I can mute you whenever I want. It's almost like being on Twitter again. I get banned for just a crazy. You get banned. There we go. Now, but shellshockcbd.com. Check out the Ultra Halo gummies that have dropped 50 milligrams of Delta 8. These things will put you into orbit. You have our personal guarantee. If they don't, we will refund your money. Just that easy. So I'm not going to bang the drum too much on this one. You know where to go. You know who sponsors the show. Give us a chance and opportunity to earn your business, and we appreciate everybody getting us to where we are now. So again, shellshockcbd.com, code Burke saves you 10% off.
We just had a fine gentleman come in before we started the podcast, and he got a sample pack of the Halo Ultras.
Ultras. We're both
contagious.
on the Delta 8. No, not really.
God, man.
We should. We got to bring back the doing the Delta 8 streams on Friday. We need to do that tomorrow. Delta 8 streams on Friday. I think the shows are better when we're on Delta 8. It's just way funnier.
Well, he hasn't tried it before. I'm like,
Ooh, wait, did he take it here or just took it with him?
Yeah, he took it with him.
Oh yeah,
Picked
definitely
up some rack outs and then some sample packs.
Taking a Delta 8 in a rack out, I wonder what that would do. I've never done that. put you to sleep, get you high as hell, and put you to sleep.
If you take some CBD oil, like our CBD oil, along with a 25 milligram Halo gummy, it's next level stuff.
Next level stuff.
You're really searching for something there.
Well, here we go. Let's start off with Kanye. Kanye is in just full. Kanye's just being Kanye. And I've said this since the get-go, like, you cannot trust this guy. Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk latched onto this dude. I said, you follow that rocket. You strap yourself to that rocket. When it explodes, you're going with it. Well, now everybody is just letting Kanye do his Kanye thing. And they're canceling him left and right. His bank has dropped him. Adidas has dropped him. Various different brands have dropped him. He still owns the brand name Yeezy and stuff like that. But he showed up yesterday. Like, I don't know what goes through this guy's mind. I can't even imagine what it's like being in Hollywood, though, or to be in the spotlight to that magnitude, to where I watched an interview he gave to where he accused Pete Davidson of being a heroin addict and tattooing his children's names on his neck. And I could be wrong, but I think Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian broke up.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so now you got his kids tattooed on your neck, you fucking idiot.
I mean, that guy must just have an incredible personality. Right?
Dude, I'm serious. Like, what did Kim Kardashian see in this whack job?
Okay, Pete Davidson.
Either of them.
He's
Either of
funny.
them.
I've seen, like, his roast stuff.
Pete Davidson?
Yeah.
Oh, I think his life's a dumpster fire. I really do. I think this guy is just unhinged. He's just one of those weirdos. It's like, yeah, your humor's funny, but your personal life, stay away from me and my children. That's just weird.
I guess that's...
The point that I'm trying to make, though, is I think that Kanye... He's been vilified by the press. He's been vilified by the left. He's been vilified by the right. But a lot of this has to do with the way Kanye addressed it. Now, let me just clarify this real quick before people just lose their minds. You can support Kanye's right to speech on Twitter and things such as that, which I do, and also disagree with some of the stupid shit he says, which I do. But he does stunts like this that I just don't understand. Kanye West shows up uninvited with film crew to Skechers HQ and gets turned away. I think he was just want to be like, hey, you want to do business with me because Adidas just dropped me. He went to Skechers and they're like, no. Like, Kanye needs to understand, you're canceled. And I don't mean that in the sense, companies are not going to work with you now. Nobody wants to touch you because they've labeled you as anti-Semitic. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't really think it's true. But even still, no one's going to touch this guy, and he doesn't seem to understand that. He thinks that he has so much power and clout that he can just reach out and say, well, I will. I mean, here's the thing. I would work with him. 100%. It's business. I would 100% work with him.
Join the Shell Shock CBD team.
Come over to Shell Shock. Absolutely.
Come on over, buddy.
But yeah, brands are not going to work with him. And, if he thinks he can just walk into a big company like Skechers and just say, hey, by virtue of my name, let's work together. So rapper and fashion mogul Kanye West showed up uninvited with a film crew to Skechers headquarters in Los Angeles in hopes to sell his Yeezy shoes and was immediately turned away by security. The Jesus Walks singer reportedly showed up to the Skechers HQ in Manhattan Beach with a film crew and was instantly turned away by security due to the illegal filming, according to a statement from the company. Kanye West, also referred as Yee, arrived unannounced and without invitation at one of the Skechers corporate offices in Los Angeles, the company said on Wednesday. Considering Yee was engaged in unauthorized filming, two Skechers executives escorted him and his party from the building after a brief conversation. The company further condemned West's anti-Semitic remarks and that it has no intention of working with him. That's what I'm trying to say. Any company that throws their hat in with Kanye in the business world is going to get labeled as anti-Semitic. That's the way the stupid cancel culture works. Like, I wouldn't give a fuck if they were like, if Kanye wanted to work with Shell Shock, like, oh, Shell Shock's anti-Semitic. It's like, no, you're just stupid. There's a difference, and I'll take liberals' money 100%. Yeah, I mean, in fact, half of you fucking retards need it. Tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Imagine like Nancy Pelosi on Delta 8.
God, that stupid idiot.
That'd be hilarious.
I don't think this guy's anti-Semitic. I don't know that what he said is anti-Semitic. I don't think like saying a majority of Hollywood and the media is run by
Jews
is anti-Semitic statement.
Well, he's bringing about this. He's bringing about the conversation that a lot of people do not want to have, and that is ethno-nepotism. I mean, realistically speaking, it's like, why can we have these conversations about whites doing it for whites, blacks doing it for blacks, but you can't do it for Jews? Why? And that's where we're at. And I understand this is a very slippery slope. And I don't think it's anti-Semitic to bring this up whatsoever.
No.
Because I think even people will acknowledge the fact, like, yeah, Jews do that because they've been persecuted for so long and they look out for each other, which I'm not knocking that. But at the same token, we don't live in that age anymore.
No.
We don't. Now, I mean, the closest thing we could see to is what happened during COVID when everybody wanted to freaking persecute the unvaxxed. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not trying to make the comparison like it was anything remotely like it, but I'm saying in terms of as a society to lean in that direction of how the Holocaust began. Mm-hmm. Yes, those were the early symptoms. There were people out there calling for the arrests, to be strapped down, to be freaking deported, all kinds of just crazy, insane lunatics on the left. So by virtue of what we just saw, I can see there could be a little hesitance in the Jewish community, but even still, we can still have this conversation. I think it's perfectly fine to have that conversation. It's fun to have any conversation. Unless I'm missing something.
Unless he started using racial slurs and talking about rounding people up and putting them in prisons and stuff like. Unless I missed that.
I watched an interview with him this morning, and he was basically saying the press is calling me anti-Semite. He's like, I'm Jewish. And I'm like, is he really Jewish, or is he just saying did he actually convert to Judaism? Did he? Like, I don't think he has. Or is he just saying
in a culture where you can claim to be anything, then they should have to take him on his word.
Yeah, but they're going to call him on that. The Jewish people are like, oh, easy there, Kanye.
If Elizabeth Warren's walking around calling herself a Native American for fucking 50 years.
Speaks with forked tongue.
Right.
Yeah. I get it.
And everybody's just, she's Native American. This blue-eyed,
so full of shit.
Pale skin.
My high cheekbones. What? Like, okay.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, you can't go walking up into a Skechers HQ with a film crew and then expect them to be like, hey, come on in, Kanye. To be like, no.
I admire his tenacity.
No, that's stupidity. That's stupidity. He went with an intent to put somebody on the spotlight.
He did.
Which, if that was his goal, was to like showcase how stupid they are, fair enough and well played. But at this point, you're provoking things for no reason whatsoever. We all know how cancel culture is. You're not going to like score any freaking. I told you, like we all know this. We all know these.
What do you think they did when he got there?
Shit their pants.
Oh, we're closed.
Ah, fuck.
What's a Jewish accent?
Ye's here. Hey, we're closed. Oh. Come back tomorrow, Kanye. Hey, is he here to rob us, film us? We don't know. No, he goes in there with a camera crew, and it's just like the executive's like, no, you're not allowed to film in here. So I get that. I'd be the same way. You can't bring your fucking cameras in here. Sure. You don't have our permission to do that. Now, if Kanye went in there with the intent of like trying to broker a deal, then maybe leave the cameras out of it, and then maybe say you would like to have a sit down and keep it private. But even still, we all know they're not going to fuck with him. They're not going to touch him. Kanye is a black anti-Semite in their opinion right now. Mm-hmm. And that's what he's forever going to be that. Now, he's going hard on the Parler app. I'm still on Parler. It's a dead app. He's out there freaking parlaying it like crazy, and he's saying some really crazy shit. Like, yeah, dude. I saw one thing this morning. I got back
on there just to see the comments,
bro.
See what he's saying.
It's weird. It's just weird. Let me see. Parler. He said, I haven't gotten supermodel pussy in over a month. Please send help.
No, that doesn't sound very Christian. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, and I posted about 35 minutes ago. I was like, is anyone still using this app? And like nobody has responded. I got like 30,000 followers. It's a dead app. Yeah. Hello. Is anybody out there?
I don't know.
And Kanye just bought it.
It's mine.
I really feel like we're going to see this guy sink into bankruptcy because I think he's going to continue spending money frivolously.
You think so?
And I don't think he's going to make any good. Buying Parler was a horrible, horrible business investment. Horrible.
How much did he buy it for?
I don't know. I think Candace Owens and her husband fleeced his ass. I do. It's a dead fucking app. Even Mal Yiannopoulos is still over there. He's got 200,000 followers. He makes a post, gets like maybe 10 responses. It's like, Jesus. Like it's a ghost town. Nobody's there. So I don't know how Kanye plans to breathe new life into it because right now he's competing against Truth Social and Twitter. Twitter's back. It's been reestablished. Elon's taken it, and we're going to see what happens to it. Now, will it actually change? I don't know. There's news reports out there saying right now that Elon is not intending on firing 75% of the people there. Other reports say that they're like, nobody really knows what's going on right now. But all the video and shit like that is hilarious. Apparently, some stupid cunt, just a true fucking liberal bitch. She tweets out, say, hey, Kanye, welcome to the Twitter headquarters and wherever. How does it feel looking into the faces of the people that you're about to fire? I'd be like, bro, the toughest decision I would have made that day is like the creamer for my coffee. Then I'd fire your stupid ass.
Yeah. It feels amazing.
I'm telling you. I would be sipping my coffee, probably fondling myself and saying, you fired, you stupid cunt, but you can't do anything about it. Suck my balls.
Get everybody into the cafeteria.
Yeah.
do just a group firing.
Did you see the video that a Twitter employee posted about what it's like to work at Twitter? Oh, it's nice.
Refresh me.
You're talking about you saw it, yeah?
Where it's like she works out and
yeah.
gets tea or
bro,
coffee.
Yeah, nice meal made right there. It's like, holy shit.
Basically nothing.
Yeah. It's like, what would you say you... Because here's the thing. They have like 8,000 employees. They're not all writing code.
Right.
They're not all sitting there just... It's like, come on. Like, that's a very employee-heavy company.
Yeah, there's probably about 7,900 of them just like blocking people.
Yeah, pretty much. But they are scared shitless. And they sat there and they wrote Kanye a letter. We bravely skimmed over it on the last episode. But essentially they were like, we demand equality and respect in the workforce. Like, dude, I wish it could be me. Because I would go in there and it's like, look, you fucking feckless cunts. I don't think you understand how this dynamic works. I've got the money. You perform the service. You make no fucking demands or you can go work somewhere else. And you want to protest me, I'm too big and you can't do shit. Go suck a dick. Better yet, go start a shotgun and do society a favor, you stupid fucks. Yeah. What a bunch of dumb fucking bimbos. Like, again, this is Silicon Valley type stuff. They don't live in the real world.
For sure.
Do what?
I'd move headquarters out of California for sure, right?
I bet he does that. You watch. I bet he does that.
I'd shut it
He'll take Twitter out of there.
I mean,
he'd be stupid not to.
Maybe brings it to Texas next to
why not?
The new Tesla factory.
I would. Why not? And you could do that in a sense of that's how you cut a lot of your employees. Like, hey, you can still have a job, but you got to move your asses to Texas. And if you can't,
oh God, don't move here.
Yeah, right. Maybe he should. Yeah, maybe he should just fire them, then bring Twitter back to Texas, and then hire local people.
How many people do you need to run that website?
That's a very good question. I don't know.
I'm curious. Like if we had like some sort of a tech expert come in and.
Well, right now Twitter's on fire. Everybody and their mom is just going crazy. So I actually had to download a VPN yesterday just so I could get back on Twitter because they IP address banned me. So I downloaded a VPN for my phone and I'm back on there. Little cocksuckers. Like, you ain't getting rid of me. I'm like General Herpes, dude. I'm not going away. I'm here forever, bro. Oh. I'm going to troll you feckless guy. Oh, and even better, for those that don't know, dude, I was high as fuck last night and somebody had told me about a new app that all the liberals on Twitter are flocking to, and it's called Tribal Social. Mm-hmm. I'm not making that up. You want to talk about how fitting that is? It's Tribal Social, and I'm on there. I've created a fake account. It's TRIBEL, and it has a weird little stickman blue figure on a white background. It's Tribal, and go look that up. Go create an account, and go have some fucking fun. We got them on the run, boys. MAGA forces have driven them back across state lines now. They've retreated back to their day. They're right.
Surprised it's not called like brainwashed or
group
think.
The shit over there. Oh my God. Death threats, people just acting stupid, saying Kanye should be locked up for hate speech. Bro, just be warned, folks. When you step into the tribal world, there are no rules and there is no common sense. These people are stupid. They are very stupid. Just keep that in mind. Don't take them seriously. But I have a profile and I'm not going to give myself away, but I'm not a man and I'm not straight on that profile, and I've got nothing but liberal dudes in my DMs right now, and I'm gonna have some fun with them. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with them. Oh, and I'm posting the content, baby, and it's getting.
Baby, you're terrible.
Oh my God, I know. No. I said I'm not a man, and I'm not straight on that app, on the profile I've created. And I'm not gonna give it away because good luck finding a fucking female lesbian that's me over there. Like, there's so many of them. Like, good luck. And it's not like hard pressed out there. Like, I look like a perfectly normal.
Transvestite?
Yeah, liberal. I don't know what a perfectly normal liberal actually looks like or even acts like, for that matter, to tell you the truth.
You're not by chance holding up a tampon, right?
Oh my God. Did you see that? I posted it on my Instagram today. This fucking fruitcake. Oh my.
What the hell's he doing?
That weirdo transgender fucking fruitcake that went to go interview the president. I forget this dude's name. He's a fucking loser, crazy motherfucker. There's a picture now circulating. I posted this as well. If I had to see this shit, if my eyes must be subjected to this visual cancer, then so should yours. He is literally sitting there holding up a tampon pulled out with his eyes wide. And I'm right there with him because I'm sitting there thinking, like, what the fuck are you going to do? Oh, my God. Oh, it doesn't go there. That's not what it's for. Oh, God. Oh, God. No, don't take it out. I don't want to smell it. Oh, God. Oh, God. But I'm sitting there serious. This guy he's pre-op. He's made that very well known because he said we should normalize the bulge in women's pants. once again cementing the fact that women that have bulges in their pants that are conservatives, it's usually a gun, and if it's a liberal, it's a penis. So there is some truth to that, yeah. But yeah, this fruitcake, oh my God, like just what the fuck?
I wonder what percentage of trans people actually go through with cutting off their penis.
I have no idea.
That's a bold move.
It's a bold move, and it doesn't work out for a lot of them.
Right?
Yeah. But, you know, at least if they chop this dude's testicles
like
off, at least he can't reproduce, which is a good thing, because I wouldn't want this fruitcake having children.
They couldn't reproduce anyway with all the hormones and shit that they take.
Oh, they'll find a way.
You think so?
Retarded life finds a way.
Go through the anus to get the sperm.
I do want to know that, but I'm serious with this guy. Like, I want to sit down and have a conversation with him and be like, okay, look, dude, what are you going to do with that tampon? You don't have vagina. You don't even have a womb. You don't have ovaries. Where are you sticking this? But, you know, eventually liberal women do have to sit down and ask themselves, at what point do we tolerate this until we finally start to realize this guy is a slap in our face and he's making fun of us at this point? He's pretending to be a woman. And the thing is, the way he's pretending, he's not acting like a woman. He's acting like a homosexual man. His character, his behavior, his idiosyncrasies, shit like that, it's basically mirroring the stereotypical gay homosexual man. That's all it is. And he's just slapped a wig on. I don't fucking get it. These people are just, but watching them flee from Twitter has been so wonderful to watch. And then to go in the Tribal app and see them regrouping in their little camps of like colored hair, fat, overweight lesbians and shit like that, and gay, beta, might as well say that, beta homosexual men. Oh my God. Bro, it is like the LGBT orgy of retardation over there. And I'm just sitting there like, this is beautiful to watch. And I feel bad because it's free. This is great fucking entertainment and it's free.
It's good stuff.
Holy shit. It's amazing. But hey, it is what it is.
Here it is. It's Occupy Democrats.
Occupy Democrats. These guys, or whoever this douchebag is, you want to talk about so many paid bad actors? He's one of them, or she, whatever they are. Like, you talk about utter retardation. It's that account right there.
That's how panicked they are. Breaking in a desperate attempt to stop the ongoing exodus from Twitter to Tribal Social, Elon Musk announces that even though he's going to cut back on moderation and invite Trump and his neo-Nazis back on Twitter.
Coming. That's, you know, people need to understand that Trump's not coming. Trump's got Truth Social. He's invested a lot of money in developing that. If Trump returned to Twitter, that I would be so happy. I would fucking be so happy. I've said that. We talked about this before. Trump is stupid not to go back to Twitter.
Absolutely.
Go to Twitter and then plug Truth Social. Yeah. But he needs to return to Twitter. And while they're at it, bring back Milo.
Everybody.
Bring back Milo, Alex Jones, Everett, Laura Loomer. And I don't like half of these motherfuckers, but bring them back.
Yeah.
Bring them back. And of course, you know, people are also tweeting out these things saying, hey, bring back so-and-so. And you've got your liberal cucks and there's like, well, they were banned for a reason and it's justified. Oh, I'm sure it was. Yes, absolutely. I'm sure it was. Mm-hmm. Really, bro? Come on. Well, look, if you're on, we got a lot of people watching us over on YouTube. Don't forget, we are on Rumble. I have seen that Milo is a con artist. I've seen him and another girl going at it, and apparently there was a lot of money stolen. But I cannot deny the fact that Milo definitely helped embolden a lot of people to stand up, especially the LGBT, to come out as conservative. I get that. I think there's probably something, But even still.
Anyway, his content was pretty funny.
Oh, his content was fucking hilarious. But here's the Twitter link to my Twitter. It's just twitter.com/John Burke is free. Come follow and come join in the fun. Dude, it's a great time. Again, John Burke is free. If you don't have a Twitter, go set one up. Bro, do not miss out on this because this is like historical. Mm-hmm. We're watching liberals abandon Twitter. Now, Twitter could. Laura Southern, thank you. Laura Southern was the one he's going at it with. Now, I don't know what the deal is with those two. I'm not getting involved in that shit. But yeah, there's drama. Anyway, come over to Twitter and it's just like watch the boat sink. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful to watch. You're just
That's a pretty good idea. Setting up a fake account as a
tribal,
a female.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. Let me see. I've already got. How many dudes do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? I've got 10 dudes in my DMs, and this count isn't even 24 hours old. And I've got clear as day LGBT markings on my profile that clearly signify that I am a lesbian. And these dudes don't give a fuck. But I'm wondering if I'm gonna get dudes that are actual trolls try to troll like a lesbian feminist, and it's actually we're trolling each other at this point. Oh man, if I start getting dick pics though, I'm gonna post that shit.
Here's my starfish.
Oh my gosh.
Enjoy.
But it's just too good. So again, the app is called Tribal. I'm not giving away my name over there. I'm never gonna give that up. I'm already getting a good, decent sized following over there, and it's not hard. It's not hard.
Not hard as a lesbian.
No, all you have to do is go over there and sound retarded, and you fit right in. Like, follow. That's all you have to do. Trump is bad. And Tribal has already made it officially known to all the liberals over there that if Donald Trump Jr. or Trump or even Kanye try to create an account, they're instantly banned. And everybody in the comments, yes, hate has no place here. It's like, you bunch of fucking fruitcakes. Oh my gosh. You bunch of fucking whack jobs. Hate has no place here. Burn him. So tolerant. Jesus.
Now let's go kill those babies.
Especially if they're black. Oh my God. All right, let's keep going. It's just so funny. It is just so fucking funny to watch. But yeah, there you have it. CNN's Dr. Rainier says, because this campaign isn't transparent, we can't really say how much Fetterman will recover. This is CNN. CNN is saying this. Now, again, like I said many times before, when a leftist MSM network like CNN acknowledges something that is mainstream in the news and they acknowledge it in the favor of right-leaning viewpoints, you know there's a lot of truth to it. CNN never does that. They never do that. It'd be like Fox agreeing with a leftist viewpoint. It's like, whoa, that's okay. There's something there then. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying that's weird. This is weird for CNN to say something like this. On Wednesday, especially, and the reason I say that, especially after the leftist MSM did nothing but praise Fetterman after that debate. Oh my God. And I called it, and they're doing it now. They're trying to classify Fetterman as disabled, and if you talk anything negative about him, you're going after disabled people now. It's an attack on, and I love how brilliant their strategy is. And the thing is, it's like they do it during as plain as day. You clearly see they took Fetterman as a strong, diehard liberal, and they just slowly moved him over to the category of disabled in under 24 hours. And now, if you say anything negative about him, you're an albiest or whatever they call it, ableist, whatever, the people that are like not disabled. And they think that they're better than them. And so I had this one girl who was like trying to like debate me on Twitter. It's like, you're not going to debate me on Twitter. I don't deal with you retards more than 1 or 2 tweets to make fun of my little content sluts. I retweet your dumb shit and then I just move on. And I don't even pay you. I don't even call you an Uber. I just fuck you and I just leave you there. You stupid sluts. Men and women. Like I use you for the content that you're worth, and then I just abandon you at the side of the road. And if you're knocked up, it's not my fucking problem. Anyway. I'm such a prick. I don't care. What was I talking? Oh yeah, just using them. And she tried debating me, and she said, like, so you're saying that somebody that's disabled shouldn't be running for Congress? I was like, mentally disabled? No, abso-fucking-lutely not.
You know what's funny is they have no problem calling Greg Abbott Wheels.
Hot Wheels, yep.
And making fun of the fact that he's in a wheelchair.
Oh, they do.
And when you bring that up to them, they're like, oh no, well, he started it.
Yep. 100%.
I'm like, well,
but they will always freaking double down on that.
Yeah. Just some of the people on Twitter, man.
Oh my God.
You get on there, and the first thing that comes out of their mouth is making fun of the fact that he can't walk.
Well, Elon has basically sent a letter to, well, I know we'll get to that. I'm all over the place right now because Twitter is just like, it's blowing up again. People are creating accounts. They're getting back on like they were originally when they thought Elon was going to buy it. But now it's officially his. It's gone through. The bank has sent the money. They said by tomorrow, I think it's done. It's finished. It's his. So, I mean, technically it already is. But on Wednesday, CNN's Tonight, CNN medical analyst, interventional cardiologist.
He said he was making it private, right? He wasn't going to have it a public.
He originally said that, yes. I don't know what he's going to do now. Like, all bets are off at this point. So I'm pretty sure he's restructuring. I mean, what would you do if you walked into a new company? Number one, the first, he even talked about, there's a clip that's circulating about him making jokes about the edit button, how it's taken over a year and it's very complicated. And he's like, he basically brings up and compares it to a Chinese app called WeChat or WeSpeak or some shit like that, to where he's like, yeah, that's all they use over there. It's like, well, yeah. Yeah, we taught it, yeah. He's like, well, it's also communist controlled. Yeah. But he's got a point in a sense of like, we need to make it more like that to where there's an edit button. I was like, well, you could have just said Facebook too, but still I get the point.
Did you see a statement on Twitter that he put out? I guess it was today, but it was basically that he didn't buy it for the money. He bought it because he wanted to help save humanity.
Yeah, he said because he loved humanity. He didn't buy it to make money. Bullshit. Come on, dude. I don't believe that. Anybody with a head in their or brain in their head knows when you take on an investment of that magnitude, you've got to turn an ROI on that. Otherwise, you just threw away $54 billion fucking dollars.
I kind of believe him that he didn't buy it just for a profit, but why would somebody who's worth $270 billion buy it?
Well, at the same token, look what else he said in that statement. He talked about how he wants to make advertising better. And it's like, okay, so I mean, you just kind of
which would be good for us.
Well, 100%, but it also just goes to show it's like, so it is money driven. Like
I think you have to turn a profit on it to be able to pay employees.
True.
So, but I don't think
unless he fires.
He's like, oh, I become a billionaire off of this. I think he genuinely probably just wants to make it an even playing field so people can just go and have an open discussion about things like the coronavirus or the president of the United States or anything like that. So you don't get kicked off or labeled a racist or a bigot.
I think if he was smart, though, he would take Twitter out of America. Take it out of America. Yeah, so the federal government has no control over it.
Because they shouldn't have any control over it now.
I agree, but when you're here in America, I'm pretty sure the FCC is going to try and step in and regulate whatever the fuck they can. They're going to try. I mean, even the federal government was already investigating him for this whole Twitter buyout bullshit.
I almost think it would be easier to keep it under control here in the United States rather than taking it over to a foreign country.
I would just buy a small. I'd take it over to a fucking island or somewhere and just run it there and be like, everybody can. Nothing changes except the government can't get its fucking greedy little paws in. It's like because it no longer falls under American jurisdiction. It's like go fuck yourself.
Well, I don't think under his ownership that the FBI will be able to come in and start like
I don't know.
Strong arming everybody.
I don't know.
Like, hey, Zuckerberg.
I think he's going to be investigated. I think they're going to come after him hard. They're going to try and do everything
they already are.
Yeah, they're going to try and do everything they can because Elon right now, in their eyes, is a loose cannon. He's uncontrolled opposition. Well, he can do whatever he wants.
They can't have people thinking for themselves.
Exactly. You're 100% right. Yeah.
They have to have control over what people think.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of this thing.
Yeah.
So
we'll see what happens. Again, my jury's out. We'll watch what Elon does change-wise in the upcoming months. Instantly, though, everybody's in there tagging "Bring Back Babylon B," because Babylon B refused to delete that tweet. I think 7 months ago they banned the account. They said you can't come back to delete the tweet. It was a joke, and they were like, "No, we're not doing that." Yeah. And so they're already calling for Elon to bring back Babylon B. Another guy talked about how you need to pay your creators more that are bringing people to this platform, and Elon even responded and said, I agree. And I'm telling you right now, I think there's going to be a shift in the paradigm on social media to where content creators are going to start getting paid more. They're making those platforms so much money in ad spend revenue, and they're not collecting hardly anything for it. So,
I saw somebody bring that up in the comments about ad sharing.
Yeah.
So like a small percentage of whatever the content you create.
Yeah.
I
think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think it's 100%
that sounds like a
fair.
good idea. I mean, it's kind of like how, YouTube started off. They got greedy as fuck. And then, I think Rumble's on the right track too.
Rumble's definitely on the right track. I saw another BX Bullet friend of mine. She was on the debates. She got banned on YouTube. She's coming over to Rumble now. I've told a lot of my friends, go over to fucking Rumble. I mean, bro,
I can't believe it's taken this long for people to start migrating over.
We're creatures of habit, man.
It has to be a mass exodus of all these content creators that just start doing stuff on Rumble. Like Bongino is right.
Yeah, people
who start creating content now on Rumble are going to be like where people in 2010 were on YouTube.
We'll see, because I think the problem we face though. And it's a good problem, is that when, I want to say like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, when it really started getting bad as far as censorship goes, we saw multiple different apps being created to bring conservatives away from left-leaning social media. The problem was there was too many. We didn't come together and say this is the one we want, because there was that Gun Group United that fell flat on its ass. There was Parler that fell on its ass. Twitter possibly that fell back, so we're gonna see again. Then Trump came out with True Social. There was MeWe. There's Gab. There's just so many fucking apps now. So it's like fuck, which one do we all go to? So right now it's like conservatives and independents that don't want to be censored. They're kind of dispersed on these apps versus Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. They're consolidated with leftist liberals over there. So I think in time, the more the best thing for Rumble is to continue doing what it's doing, but also start mirroring a lot of these platforms like Twitch. Get the gamers over here. Get the political content creators over here. Bring them all over here and make sure they understand this is fair and balanced, unlike Fox. This is fair over here. Because right now, what you're going to start to see happening, what has currently been happening, are people like Andrew Tate, myself, other people. They're going to get banned, and they're coming over. They're coming over. You know, if you haven't, that comic, Andrew Schultz, I've been talking to him in the DMs, and he and I had a massive disagreement over the Kanye fiasco that he talked about. It was respectful. I can respect the fact that he had a con. I invited him on the podcast, but I'm probably too small for him because he's out there talking to his boys about the Kanye shit. And but even I told him, I was like, you need to start posting your shit to Rumble. I was like, because they're eventually going to come for you. I was like, you think you're in their good graces now. All it takes is one slip up, and you're fucking done. It's like, you're already walking the tightrope. I was like, you're playing a very dangerous game. And I told him, I was like, I love your fucking comedy. I think the racist jokes are fucking funny as fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, but bro, all it takes is one minority to get pissed off, and the same audience that you're making fun of is going to fucking demonize you. It's like, you'd be stupid not to post your shit on Rumble right now.
Yeah, make a joke about Jewish people.
I told him flat out in the comment, or I told him in the DMs we were talking, I was like, go make a George Floyd joke. If you think it's equal and people aren't getting triggered so easily, go make a George Floyd joke. We'll see. He claimed he already did. And I was like, all right, but. And I'm not going to divulge what the conversation was about. It's private. I respect the fact that he even engaged with me. And we engaged for a few days. And it was actually a good, respectful debate. So maybe he'll come on the show. I don't know. But anyway, okay. Well, we already know this doctor basically said Fetterman, they're not being transparent. They don't know how well he's going to recover. He's still slurring his words. This guy has no business being in charge. Look, I'll be honest with you, man. Even Democrats, pull this guy, get somebody else in there. I know it's too late. But maybe there can be some special circumstances. But apparently now...
I would just let him go down in flames.
Yeah, true. I really don't give a fuck about the guy. Apparently this campaign now has raised over $2 million, they're announcing, which is great because it does virtually nothing. Because the polls in Pennsylvania, what was it? It was like 88%? Fuck, I should have pulled it up. After the debate, he got slaughtered. His hometown, I think it was Philly. They did a poll at a local station, and he got crushed. They're like, no, he fucking lost that debate. And MSM is doing everything they can to do damage control and say, oh no, he didn't. Look at him. He stuttered his way through that. And he did such a great job. It's like, bro, now it sounds like you're clapping for the freaking kids.
Trying to blame it on the closed captioning.
Yeah,
I'm like. What about people who could actually hear?
Yeah.
I mean,
hello. Good night, folks. Good night, everybody. Hello. All right.
Okay. It's messed up.
Well, once again, Democrats being Democrats, Los Angeles City Council votes to censure 3 Democrats over racist conversations. You don't say. I got to play this for you guys real quick. Actually, let me pull it up here. I posted to my Instagram on John Burke Official. And it's not going to surprise you. Wakanda 2's coming out. And you know what that means? My cracker ass ain't going to go see it because listen to shit like this from these black supremacists. Listen to this.
This message is to all our would-be accomplices and white allies. This message is to all the white people who have BLM in their bio.
It's liberals.
If you really want to prove to black people that you love us and you care about us and you are down for the cause.
But you know, I don't understand that. Like, why does anybody have to prove anything to you?
You buy your ticket, you give it to a black person or a black family who can't afford to go. And then you go sit at that theater in front of the doors.
You hearing this tripe?
You make sure that every black person in that theater can enjoy that movie in peace. You make sure that you use your body to block us from anybody who would be coming in that theater to do us harm. That is your job. You can go see it on another weekend. Go see it on the second or third weekend. But the first weekend, that's for us. To do anything other than this is anti-black.
Oh, well, I guess I'm anti-black then. Do you see how originally... now, I'm going to be serious here for a second. Do you see how this black woman has now created racism? Because as a white man, I hear something like that. And it's like, so if I don't buy a ticket, give it to a black person, and sit outside the theater doors and guard you, I'm anti-black? Well, I guess I'm anti-black then. You see, this is what they do. They create the situation that creates racism. And if I, as a white man, say anything in response to that, automatically I'm condemned as a racist. No, that's a stupid-ass approach on her part. Talk about black privilege. Imagine a white person ever saying something like that on social media.
Yeah, for the movie, what was it, Lincoln?
Yeah.
Look, guys.
Look, black people. We did enough to free you already. You sit your ass outside those doors. You buy tickets, give it to white people. You call them yes, massa, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. People would flip a brick. They'd shit a brick over that.
Yeah.
But the fact that this black chick can sit there and say and spew such just racist bullshit, and nobody calls her. Random black chick. She looks like one of those woke Gen Z fucking douchebags.
I always kind of think those kind of people are just trying to get attention.
Probably, but they're doing way more harm than good. Way more harm than good.
Obviously. I mean, obviously what you said is
racist as fuck.
Completely racist.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want her, doing anything for me. Honestly.
Yeah, just the fact that she has the audacity and feels comfortable enough to make a video like that and post it just goes to show you black privilege does exist to such an extreme degree in America.
yeah.
There is no denying that.
If that was any other race saying
100%.
that about any other race, well, I take that back. If it was just a white person saying that about any other race, then it would be front page of every newspaper around the
next
globe.
Man of Steel, black people. This is our movie.
Yeah.
It's a white guy. It's a white superhero.
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait for them to come out with the new George Floyd movie starring, who was it? White dude, I think.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt
as
is
George
Floyd. Hey, man, give me some of that fentanyl.
Bitch, you got my money?
Bitch, you got my money? John Burke Uncensored. The podcast has gotten so much better. I'm so grateful that Rumble has not censored us. So this is what it needs. This is what it needs from saying funny racist jokes like that. Because black people can do it towards white people, but we can't do it towards them. Because if you do, oh my God, you're a racist. Anyway, Los Angeles County City votes to censure 3 Democrats over racist conversations. The Los Angeles City Council voted unanimously Wednesday to censure 3 Democrat members who were caught on tape in a racist conversation last fall about redrawing the council's districts. You don't say. Once again, both sides do this. Gerrymandering. This is nothing new. But again, when you can bust Democrats coming out as racist, like, oh, that's rare. Before the vote, police officers cleared the council chamber of about 24 protesters who were demanding that the council stop meeting until Cedillo and De Leon resigned. The police issued a dispersal order to empty the room, a tactic usually reserved for handling street protesters, and demonstrators eventually filed out. Democrats, particularly in deep blue urban areas such as I've lost interest in this. Okay, whatever. I don't fucking care.
What was their racist comments?
It's okay. Democrats, particularly in deep blue urban areas such as Los Angeles, have tried to cast Republican supporters of Donald Trump as racist and semi-fascists, in the words of President Joe Biden. However, the scandal surrounding LA County City suggests bigotry is alive and well in the Democratic Party strongholds, including among so-called progressive leaders. The controversy may affect the ongoing mayoral race, which challenger Rick Caruso has argued the racism it doesn't give any examples. Okay, I'm just kind of interested in that. Well, Kanye West wax statue banished by Madame Tussauds. Well, that has to hurt. Ouch. I don't think Kanye gives a fuck.
Yeah.
A wax statue of Kanye West was previously graced London's famous waxwork museum. The fact that you've got Kim Kardashian in there, you lose all credibility with me. I don't get why you have some of these whack jobs and you celebrate these people. Like, what has she actually done outside of sucking dick on video and then going ultra famous?
Yeah,
and who her father was. Like, what has she actually done that warrants anything to be praised for? Her claim to fame was sucking a dude's dick, and then her father being the guy that defended OJ, and her mom being a complete whore.
Yeah. Did you ever hear those rumors about her mom pushing her in to do that video with, what was the guy's name? Ray J?
I forget.
Something like that? Something like that. I don't know, but I don't get it. I don't get the attraction.
Bro,
why would he marry Kim Kardashian? Why
Well,
would anybody
look
get
at what she
involved
has, though. I mean, that's got to be a very difficult thing. Here's the thing. I am not crying for her or her family whatsoever. But I can only imagine being a very, very wealthy individual and have to be very skeptical on who it is that's pursuing you.
I don't know. I don't get it. Like, he seems like he could, have his pick of dates, right?
Yeah,
Kanye?
absolutely.
And he landed on, I don't know, a porn star, basically. And you got her claim to fame from making a sex tape.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I don't know.
Hold on, I gotta somebody called me twice. Want to make sure. making sure he's okay. It's a veteran friend of mine. Called twice in a row. So stuff like that, like if I block it or I like end it and they call back again, there could be something serious. I just want to make sure he's all right. Anyway, the wax statue, again, it just once again proves that Kanye, they're not going to touch him. He's going to, but you know, this could be, now that I think about it, this could be a blessing in disguise. Now, Kanye's talked about setting up his own parallel economy, and I get that, which, by the way, it's not going to be called the Yeezy verse. He already said that's not true. But you see, here's the thing. Like, if Kanye was smart, and he is smart in certain areas, like, you don't get to that level being stupid. The guy knows branding. He knows how to get attention. But Kanye has the ability right now to help create a parallel economy. And if he does, this can really cement some strong foundations for anyone that is not, and I don't want to say Republicans, because I just would rather phrase it, anyone that is not extreme left now has the opposition or the position or the ability to put their money into these companies that actually support American values. And I don't mean like white national, I'm talking about like freedom of speech, liberty, shit like that. Because the extreme leftists have gone so far off the reservation, and you've got the extreme rightists that want more theocracy-based governing. It's like, where's the go-between? And I think that's where we need to settle. But Kanye has the ability right now to, like, honestly, alliances could be great right now. Alliance with Trump, an alliance with Elon, whatever, fucking do it. Do it. You've got the money. You've got the resources. Make it happen.
Yeah.
But I don't think he will. I think Kanye's going to continue making. I don't know who his counselors are, or it got words in his ear, but I don't think he has good representation around him. I really don't. I think he's being fed a lot of lies, and I can only imagine how this guy thinks.
Sure, there's probably some snakes still in his camp.
Oh,
not everybody's got his
best interest at heart. Oh, yeah. I agree. Yeah. John Stewart back in the news, this douchebag. How'd that PACT Act worked out? Fucking grunt style. How's the PACT Act going? Is it going good? Has anything changed? No. Oh, okay, I didn't think so. Good job, John Stewart. All the veterans whose dicks you sucked, that you postured to be such a good guy. What's actually happened? Oh, yeah, nothing. Okay. Comedian Jon Stewart admitted that Hunter Biden's board position on the Ukrainian gas company Burisma is corruption straight up. His belated admission comes 2 years after the mainstream news media sought to bury the Hunter Biden laptop. Like, look, dude, I'm sorry. Too little too late. And I'm calling it right now, folks. Listen to me right now. John Burke, you can clip this, and I'm calling it. This is me political prophesying. The tides of social media are shifting. Do not be surprised, especially on places like Twitter, when you start seeing independent-ish, that's slightly leaning left, like the Jon Stewarts, start embracing and repeating somewhat leaning talking points. The Hunter Biden laptop story, Burisma, shit like that. More and more people like him, and don't fall for it, they're going to try and abandon that shit, that sinking ship, and be like, well, I was never a part of cancel culture. I never wanted the jabs forced on anybody. Nope. Do not forget. Do not forget. And I'm going to say this as well. The city of New York, reinstating their employees, which they're being fought back against, by the way. New York State municipalities are not wanting to bring people back. So it's literally going to be a legal battle. People are going to get sued and fired. But if New York's doing it, when are you going to do that for the military? How many veterans do I have in my chat right now? We got 348 watching on YouTube. We got 402 watching on Rumble. Do I have any veterans in either one of these chat rooms that were kicked out of the military for not getting the jab? Just type a 1 in the chat. How many do I have any? I would imagine I do.
I know my nephew was kicked out.
Yeah, the one that went to the Marines, yeah. I'm just waiting to see this because honestly, the military should be doing the same fucking thing. Yeah. And you should be back paying them as well. You should. You ruin their lives, you pay them back. Now, here's the thing. If I was one of those people they kicked out, I would not be going back. I would not be going back. Guys, girls, I'm telling you, federal contracting too. Thank you, Chris A. in the YouTube chat. Yeah, 100%. I would never go back. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. And this is what I feel like. Sit down, you little retards. John's going to talk to you for a little second, all right? Drill Sergeant Burke's here. Or let's just call it Sergeant Burke, because I'm going to give you a little NCO professional development here. When an organization preaches loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, personal courage, I could jerk myself off backwards, blindfolded, and regurgitate that stupid acronym that nobody fucking listens to or believes. when that organization that is led by the likes of General White Rage Woke Miley and Secretary of Defense Black Privilege and Black Supremacy Lloyd Austin, and your types out there that have sat there and brainwashed you into believing this tripe that they have just constantly force-fed down your throat since basic training, boot camp, wherever it is that you go to, when they preach loyalty, and when the time came for it, they showed none to you, you are a fool for going back. Starve the military-industrial complex. They don't deserve you. Now, I'm not saying they should treat you like, oh, I'm an actual human. No, you're a fucking number. I get that. But when you're sitting there and you're supposed to embody those values and your leadership doesn't, you know what military leaders are doing now? I've been told this multiple different times. Now, chain of command, and listen how slimy these motherfuckers are. This is the officer corps and enlisted as well. Now they're saying, well, you had a choice. Nobody forced you. You chose to do it. See, you motherfuckers. If I had a fucking company commander that pulled me in and told me that shit, is like, sir, with all due respect, go fucking blow your head off, you piece of shit. Fuck you. How dare you?
I told you what they did to my nephew, right? They took him into a room, berated him, told him he wasn't a Christian. He just wasn't going to take the vaccine.
This is the military, folks.
And then they booted him out. Of course, he didn't take it.
Good for him.
I mean, why would you? He was
exactly
20 years old, 19 years old.
Oh, you can do something better with your life than at that point. That's what the military.
He had COVID, I think, twice during his boot camp.
Yeah.
Or once, at least.
Bro, just ridiculous. Just fucking ridiculous. So I'm telling you, folks, if they call you back for whatever reason, I doubt it's going to happen, but it might. But if they call you back and say, hey, Private so-and-so, Special Sergeant so-and-so, you know, we were wrong. It's like, yeah, but you know what? I really don't fucking care because you pieces of shit. You fucking pieces of shit. All of you.
Yeah.
They tried everything, coercion, lying. And now they're going to sit there and they're going to pretend like, well, we didn't try to force you. You know, dude, seriously, the fuck out of here with that shit. Anywho, let's keep moving. Facebook's already made an announcement on your feed. If you haven't seen it, you probably got a notification somewhere in the whole bunches of them that now they're changing the ads on Facebook as far as politics go. Facebook is doing what Facebook does now. They are going to influence this election and midterms. You know they are. Meta fined $24.7 million for campaign finance disclosure violations. Why the fuck are they allowed to do anything in the political spectrum anymore? This company has underwent so many fucking fines, had so many fucking data leaks. Why are they still out? You know why? Because they're government protected. Well, on a good note, it's lost almost like their stocks have plummeted. They've lost like a 27% drop. I hope they fucking go bankrupt.
Yeah, they're on their way.
Facebook this is the most they've lost.
That's a lot.
Facebook just went way too draconian with their censorship. Like, they are banning people now for something they posted 4 years ago. You fucking kidding me?
That's what they do all day long.
And is that not the best representation of the liberal mindset? Something that you said 4, 5, 6 years ago that now, as society has changed and they view that, well, you probably shouldn't have been able to say that. Now they're gonna punish you for what you said in the past, even though it wasn't a bad thing to say back then. For example, men cannot be women. You can say it back then, made perfect sense. That's not offensive, common fucking sense. You say it now, oh my God, you're a bigot, and you hate trans people. Does that make sense? Now they're trying to ban you for something you said 4 or 5 years ago. More and more people pushing to Truth Social, pushing to freaking Rumble, and they're forcing it. The more they do this, the more they double down on this, the more they're going to force this. And I'm all for it. Bro, they have taken millions or over 1 million followers from me on YouTube. Like, all I got left is the podcast. I'm trying to regrow on Instagram. They keep banning me. I'm going to try and regrow on Twitter. I've given up on Facebook. Facebook, dude, I've got 2 accounts. One account's followed by like 25,000 motherfuckers. I make a post, nobody sees it. Nobody. It gets I even posted boobs one time.
It's like going into an empty room and just Talking.
Yep, got all these followers, not a single. And I'll see people comment like a day or 2 days, like, dude, I haven't seen a post from you in like months. Like, I post pretty much damn near every day. Yeah, shit you not. They censor, they silence, they throttle reach because they don't want voices like mine getting out there and speaking common fucking sense. They're afraid of it. Kind of feels good to be in this position, though, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You scared? You scared, Zuckerberg? No. Little lizard-looking little fucking cuck?
Do you think, I don't know, do you think I guess there has to be some level of anxiousness when you're losing that money. I mean, sure, the guy's a billionaire.
Shareholders have got to be shitting themselves right now. Absolutely. And especially, again, Meta nearly $25 million for, they're fined near 20 for repeatedly and intentionally violating campaign finance disclosure law and what is believed to be the largest campaign finance penalty in U.S. history. The penalty issued by King County Supervisor Court Judge Douglas North was the maximum allowed for more than 800 violations of Washington's Fair Campaign Practices Act, passed by voters in 1972 and later strengthened by legislature. Washington Attorney General Bob Ferguson argued that the maximum was appropriate considering his office previously sued Facebook in 2018 for violating the same law. Why the fuck, if they continue to violate the law, are they not in jail?
I know. Dinesh D'Souza must be pissed
Went to jail. He got pardoned by Trump, yeah.
I mean, that was for way less. I think it was like he used somebody else's name to run a campaign contribution throw.
Some shit, yeah. It was shade. He knew what he was doing. Yeah. He knew what he was doing wrong. He knew what he was doing was wrong. But even still, yeah, he went to jail. Yeah.
We're like,
so why is Zuckerberg not going to jail over this? He's the president. He's the CEO. Like, why the fuck's he not going to jail over this?
How long did he go to jail for?
It wasn't long. It wasn't long at all. I don't know. Well, folks, while Josh is looking that up, here's the link to my Twitter. Go run over there real quick. Give it a follow. Tweet me out. Appreciate that. Appreciate all the love. There we go. And yeah, somebody in the YouTube chat said, "What is the point in joining the military right now? We just gotta go fight in Ukraine." Good point. I mean, it's looking that way.
Or like a world war.
No shot.
You could end up in North Korea.
Mm-hmm. AZ Arizona poll. GOP's Carrie Lake. Like, this woman's fucking crushing it.
She's on fire.
Oh my God. She's got an 11-point lead over Hobbs, who's I believe she's the incumbent. Yeah. Republican Carrie Lake. She's the gubernatorial candidate out of Arizona who's come out there and she's just blasting motherfuckers in her way. She doesn't give a fuck. No. And I love it. Gubernatorial race. Well, GOP candidate Blake Masters is neck and neck with Senator Mark Kelly. Or excuse me, Carrie Lake is taking. Okay, so she's going against a current GOP. Oh, I thought they were in their primaries already.
Do what?
Wait. Republican Carrie Lake is taking on a commanding double-digit lead in Arizona gubernatorial, while GOP candidate Blake Masters is neck and neck. Oh, okay, I read that wrong. I'm a fucking idiot. Good Lord. I'm sitting there confused like, wait, what? Insider Advantage poll sponsored by Fox 10 Phoenix shows that 54% of likely voters are backing Lake and former news anchor for the state, while 45% are supporting Hobbs. About 2% of respondents are undecided. And again, this is a Fox poll. It'd be no different than CNN doing a poll. That's why you can't really take polls too seriously unless it's like something like the Fetterman poll where it was like, bro, like in your hometown, your home city, you got fucking slaughtered.
Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of liberals watch Fox News.
Think so?
Yeah. They're not watching CNN.
That's true.
Or MSNBC. I mean,
yeah, their ratings are plummeted.
The numbers between...
That is a good question. Where are liberals going now to get their news now that CNN is tanked? It's going tits up. Like, who are they going? MSNBC, I'd imagine. Well, and Joy Reid's got to fuck that up. Joyless Reid.
When Rob Reiner was on Bill Maher's show, Bill Maher called him out and said, well, your problem is that... Because he was like, I've never heard anything about... I forget what it was about. He's like, oh, because you only watch MSNBC.
I think
like,
about
no.
No, it was about COVID, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But he was like, no, I watch Fox News.
Bullshit.
I mean, that's what he said. Yeah. So, I mean, maybe there's
Reiner's another classic fucking stupid liberal. Like, oh my God, I hope he gets banned.
Meathead is a...
Here's the thing. Like, if Elon goes in there and he establishes a board of banning people or whatever, and they start banning liberals, I'm all for it. I'm not playing this fair game. I'm over it. I am done playing fair with these people. I'm going to laugh and be like, look, the sword swings two ways. You're not going to get any sympathy from me. You're the same group of people that wanted us loaded up on train cars and injected with this COVID vaccine bullshit. You're the same group of people that call us terrorists, domestic terrorists. Like, I don't feel anything for you. So when it comes to things like this, I hope they do ban you. I hope you need to get a taste of what conservatives have been dealing with for the last 6 fucking years.
Yeah, that won't happen.
I don't know. We'll see. We shall see.
I don't think that will happen at all.
I think their own racism and anger and hatred will get the best of them. They'll start getting banned. People like Rob Reiner or now Sulu. Fucking George Takei. It's like they're trying to make it to where I can't be married.
I know.
Like,
I saw
dude,
that. I was like, look, nobody cares that you're gay.
Nobody
or that you
gives
have
a
anal
shit,
sex. Nobody cares about that stuff.
No.
Okay, just accept it.
They're trying to say
Move
that I
on.
can't be married anymore. Nobody's trying to say that. If
Yeah, it's
anything,
just like
people
making things up.
Yeah. Well, they use that because they were talking about how the GOP or some people in the GOP were saying that as far as gay marriage, leave it up to the states. And it's like, okay, I get where they're going with that, but then instantaneously the LGBT took that as like, oh, they want to ban us. It's like, no, we're just saying let the states have the right to choose. And I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. But at the same token, I don't even think the state should have anything to do with it. That should be like, nobody should have anything to do with that. If you want to get married, go fucking get married. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think
that's
the government
just-
should be involved in.
Yeah. And unfortunately,
business.
that's not even an option. You can't sit there and say, hey, what about option 3? The government has nothing to do with it. Everybody's like, wait a minute. No. I'm like, well, I'm just saying.
We have to keep tabs on you.
Exactly. A judge should have no business fucking having anything to do with that. Well, Disney debuts its first plus-size heroine in short film tackling body dysmorphia. Why is she white? She's a short, white, fat little kid. I'm not sure what the purpose of this is. Well, you know, actually, I haven't even read this. Just so people know, I don't pre-read these articles. We go off the cuff on this. So I am going to guess in this article, what they could have done is tackled an issue of body dysmorphia relating to maybe a disability or things like that. But instead, I'm betting this is going to be a perfectly healthy child, and this is going to translate into fat acceptance and obesity glorification. You know, that's what originally got me into politics. When I was doing the fitness shit, the in the arena stuff. And I started seeing all the comments from the fat ass fucking liberals. Oh yeah, it's true. Not everybody can eat clean because it's so expensive. It's like, I'm broke as fuck living off of Exit 4 in Fort Benning, Georgia, going to the fucking the store. It's like, if I can afford to eat clean, so the fuck can you. Okay, let's get into it. Entertainment giant Disney has unveiled its first plus-size heroine in a short film about an oversized ballet dancer dealing with body dysmorphia.
Okay.
There we go.
All right.
Okay, let's see if this is body positivity in the right way. If you've got body dysmorphia because you're a fat fuck, then no, you should not be praised. The obese ballet dancer in the film Reflect will mark the first time an overweight character was treated as a hero instead of as comic relief or a villain. The plus-size dancer named Bianca is reportedly portrayed as a character who battles her own reflection, overcoming doubt and fear by channeling her inner strength, grace, and power, the Daily Mail reported. All the while her coach sexualizes her because this is Disney and this is what they... No, I'm just kidding. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if there's like something sexual in there.
Falls in love with a much older man.
Disney has become under pressure to widen their scope for its princess concept and so-called body positivity. Here's the thing. There again, like the overwhelming majority, or over 50% of Americans, or it's more than that, I think it's like 60-something, are classified as obese. So this definitely fits the majority. Guys that are in shape, girls that are in shape, you know, you're strong, you work out, you're the minority now. It's true. We're the minority. There are more fat Americans than there are healthy ones. Because they said, and this is before COVID hit, so I'm sure this timeline has gotten moved up. But I was doing personal training. They were telling, the studies I took, the courses I took, it said it is projected that by 2035, over 75% of Americans will be classified as obese. And that was back in 2016. Now fast forward to COVID, two and a half year lockdown. Everybody was eating. Everybody was getting fat for the most part. That definitely upped the timetable.
Oh, definitely. You know,
America's turning into a bunch of fat fucks.
this past summer, my son did a football camp at a school around where we live, and I gotta tell you,
I bet.
there's some chubby kids.
Little roly-polies out there.
I heard a parent next to me. Her son was, I don't know, maybe like a junior high, going into high school or whatever. But she was talking about how her son had gained a lot of weight over COVID.
That's nobody's fault but hers.
Yeah.
Sorry. You don't get a cop-out on that one.
And then I guess she was talking about her husband was making fun of him.
Good.
I'm like, yeah, well, that's what you're supposed to do,
Come
right?
here, little fat bastard. You know what I was doing during COVID? I was outside because the gyms was closed. I was doing push-ups. I bought some little stretchy bands, and that's back when like everything was getting bought up weight-wise because Academy was out. I just wanted to find a pair of dumbbells. That's all I need. I just need a pair of dumbbells, and I can do a full body workout with that. But no, you've got no excuse. You literally do not have to force food in your mouth. You ate so much because you were bored. Yeah. You got into your feelings, but nobody forced that cheeseburger down your cock sheath. You did it. You pay for the results.
You know, that goes back to like getting drunk,
Yeah.
ordering pizza at midnight, and you know, pounding that down.
That's the reason why I got to do more meal prep, because when I'm high on them fucking Halo gummies, dude, I destroyed a bag of gummy worms last night, but I was in the gym this morning hitting shoulders and tries. I was like, I'm gonna pay for my sins in the gym. Like I'm not opposed to that. I was like, I fucking put the food in my stomach. I got to work it out, and that's my fault. And that's one of those of like, when you're gonna make a decision, fully knowing you're gonna pay for it, and you still pay for it. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm gonna make this decision, I'm gonna make this choice, and then I'm not going to pay for it. I'm not going to face the consequences of my choices. So that's why you're a fat fuck, pretty much. Not you. You look great. You've been going to the gym. You've been losing weight.
Yeah, I still eat like my cheat meals or go out hamburger or pizza or whatever.
Absolutely, yeah.
But I'll skip a meal or I'll like fast lunch or make sure I make it into the gym or make it up. So it's not a regular routine where I'm constantly eating garbage.
Because it's not fun.
No.
Neither way is fun. Like eating nonstop shit is not fun, and then eating nonstop just straight clean eating is not fun. It's all about moderation.
Yeah.
It's about moderation. Yeah. So that's what I don't feel guilty going in there eating like shit sometimes, because I know I'll go in the gym and I'll work it off.
Yeah. I'm not trying to go out and win any competition.
Hell fucking no. And I'm certainly not going in there trying to like bench, because I still get this. How much do you bench? Bare minimum. I do not go in there trying to show off. I'm 38 years old, dude. I got a buddy of mine who's in there. He's a bodybuilder. He fucked himself up pretty bad. I asked him, I was like, how old are you? He's like 42. I was like, you know better. He's like, yeah, I know, man. I fucking know. It was my ego. I was like, yep. I was like, and a lot of that shit is permanent.
Oh, yeah.
You tear some of that shit and it's going to cost you an arm and a fucking limb, no pun intended, and it's there for life. So what did that get you?
I'm not trying to like have my shoulders
Bro,
roll
I've
out
lifted
of
some
socket.
serious weight in my time, but it's just like, what's the point? What does this serve? You want bragging rights? Go right ahead and then tell them how you tore your pec. I tell them that story too, and now you can't bench anything, and you can't even do a fucking push-up.
Yep.
This is the fitness industry, though. This is what they've created. How much you bench, bro? None of your business, but I'm going to rail out your mom later because I'm so good looking. You don't fucking know. People are stupid. This is why I don't have any friends. I don't have any friends.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Right over here. This guy.
I love making fun of people in the fitness industry, because you devote so much time and effort into buying your supplementation, your steroids, your bikini for the show, your tan, all this shit, and you're broke as fuck. You invest all this money, and I'm telling you, I'm not saying this in the sense of like, they throw some money at it just because it's a side hustle or it's a fun thing. I'm not knocking that. I'm talking about people. We've even had people work for us that do this shit, that will borrow money to pay for a fucking bikini so they can go compete. And you're like, are you fucking kidding me? You can't even put food on the table, and you're worried more about buying your steroids, buying this shit so you can go compete in something that doesn't even pay you if you win? I'm sorry, but that's the very epitome of fucking stupid. And by the way, if you don't know, these judges, it ain't black and white. It's completely subjective. It's up to whatever the judges are feeling that day. That's why I feel like it's never going to be a very, very respected sport like anything else out there, because it's not black. It's not like in football when that ball crosses the first line of the end zone marker, it's a touchdown. Yeah. It ain't like that in the fitness world. It's kind of like you can go up there, like, I feel like, one of the judges will be like, I feel like your shoulders are a little too small. And the other judge is like, I feel like your shoulders are too big. Well, what the fuck are you supposed to do? You don't know. So it's like, it's all at the behest of the judging that day. So they say there's criteria, but dude, I'm telling you, I've been in the fitness world long enough. It's all about who you're fucking and who you're sponsored by. I'm not even kidding, especially in the bikini world.
Yeah, it's sad to see Ron Coleman, man.
Bro.
He looks terrible.
How many hip surgeries? He's like 3 or 4, I think. I could be wrong. He's had a lot of surgeries.
Yeah, I mean.
Lightweight, nothing but peanut. Like, I love the dude. I met him a few times, but it's just like, I'm not going to put my body through that.
I know. Is it worth it at the end of the day?
Well, I don't think a lot of people have enough foresight to think about things like that.
Yeah.
It's the here and now, I think, of what a lot of people talk about. But anyway, in 2016, a popular YouTuber demanded that Disney create a plus-size princess and criticized Disney's The Little Mermaid for making its Ursula character overweight, the reporter noted. Okay, cool. Planned Parenthood also criticized Disney and insisted that the Mouse House needed to make a princess who had an abortion.
Okay.
Can we just get rid of these people, please?
Look, these kids need to learn about abortion.
Can we? You want to make a kids film about murdering kids? Can somebody just fucking deport Planned Parenthood or put them in a camp? Can we just put them in an internment camp? I'd be okay with this. You're baby murderers anyway, so you're not human beings in my eyes. You're not. I think that people like you are just the scum of the earth. You want?
I've never even heard of the Mouse House.
It's the Mickey Mouse Fun House. Come inside, it's fun inside.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
Hot dog, hot dog, hot dog, hot. My kids used to love that.
So terrible.
It actually wasn't. It was good.
No,
in a sense of like
it was awful.
Well, for parents, yes, but for kids, they loved it. Oh, toodle!
I've got to go get an abortion.
Gosh, Mickey, where are you gonna stick that coat hanger? Oh God! Come here, Minnie. If I'm gonna pay for that little thing, I'm gonna have a say. Suddenly, you bitches start changing your fucking tune. Here's the deal. I will agree that abortion should be legal when you also concede that a man should have a choice whether or not he wants to finance that little shithead. I think that's fair.
Sounds
fair. If you want the choice because it's your body, I want the choice because it's my money. It seems like that's always the case. The men wind up paying for shit. They always go after the men, especially in court. Yeah. I've got so many friends that got fucked over in parental court because the woman has an advantage. Men don't.
Yeah, they do.
That's the damn truth, and you know it.
Yeah, it is.
So if these fucking cunts want to go out there and have the ability that they get to make the choice to murder that child or not, men should absolutely have the right to say, well, then I'm not going to pay for it. Mm-hmm. If you concede that to women, concede the other one to men, and then it's fair. Because by that standard, folks, you're really going to start seeing and understanding why people are going to be like, you know what, we need to start having some safe sex and shit like that. Yeah. Because now women are going to be very hesitant to where it's like, oh, well, if I do pop this kid out and I can't trap this dude, he doesn't have to financially support me, I better not have this child. Oh, it happens. It fucking happens. Dodged that bullet myself, actually.
Like the Matrix.
Whoo, that shit was right over me. But in addition, Disney was criticized last year for pushing unrealistic beauty standards. It's Disney. I mean, it's been that way since the dawn of time. And granted, I give you that. You know, I will concede that a little bit. You should have some different looking characters in the sense of, well, my mind automatically goes to, if we're going to do this for women, then it needs to do the same for men. Why is it that all the dudes, the action figures, six-pack, chiseled fucking jaw, I mean, they look like me. Let's just be like
Shrek
fucking...
wasn't like that.
Yeah, human Shrek was.
Was he?
Yes, he was. Because I'm human Shrek. I get called that all the time.
That's true. You do look.
I do look like human Shrek.
But like regular Shrek, he was.
Yeah.
You know.
But he was a lovable character. And actually, Princess Fiona was kind of chunky, as I recall, wasn't? Or no, she wasn't.
No, as an ogre, she was.
As ogre, she was. I can't believe we're gonna have this discussion, but yeah, it's true. But no, I can see that there should be some concessions made to create some realistic characters. Like you look at Jasmine, who had a waist the size of my fucking wrist. I'll give you that.
No, I'm gonna stand firm on.
You're gonna stand firm on it?
These are characters, made up fictional characters, and I think go big or go home.
Well, that's what they're arguing. They want bigger characters.
No, like He-Man. Remember?
Yeah.
Remember He-Man?
By the power of grace.
Even Thundercats.
Thundercat. Yep, I agree. G.I. Joe. Yeah, 100%.
I mean,
why is it that men? Why is it always the fucking women? Women, what the fuck?
What about all
Get off your goddamn periods and calm the fuck down. Men don't give a shit. Men are like, you know what I want? I want some accurate representation in that movie. Like, no, dudes love movies like Jean-Claude Van Damme, Terminator, shit like that. Like, would you have went to go see Terminator? Or do you really think Terminator would have been as popular as it was had that been a fat Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah.
I'll be back after my Burger King run. No. Men don't give a fuck because men aspire to be like that. Yeah. Men want to be like, they want to be, well, I shouldn't say all men. You want to be the best. Like Patton even said it. America does not, or at least we didn't used to. America did not prize itself on being second place. Mm-hmm. We didn't like being, the slowest guy. We wanted to be the fastest runner. What Patton talked about, like the best. We're winners. But we've lost that. We've lost that because of feelings. But why is it always fucking women? And I'm not generalizing all women, but just liberal women by and large. I'll generalize those cunts. They deserve it. But why is it always them? They're the ones that get their labia lips in a twist. Why? Fucking why? Nobody cares about you. Like, nobody gives a fuck about you. Nobody wants to fuck you. That's why half of you are lesbians. Men don't want to stick their meat popsicles inside of you. It's just not worth it. Oof. And the ones that do are usually very skinny, effeminate-looking betas. Have you seen go on the Tribal app and you will see. Bro, I can pull up right now of these 10 dudes in my fucking my message box, middle-aged, overweight, and they look effeminate as fuck.
Pants so tight it looks like they were painted on.
I can see the veins in their sack. Holy shit. I got 3 messages waiting on me right now. One dude, and bro, I'm totally committing to this role, because one dude was like, "Hey, good morning, how you doing, beautiful? Where are you located at?" And I wrote back, I was like, "I don't feel comfortable with that, and it feels like you're displaying very predatory behaviors right now, and I want to see what he says." And then I'm gonna blast him. I'm gonna blast me a liberal man, and I'm gonna put his shit out there on the app.
Okay.
I'm gonna fucking use their own fucking tactics against them. I'm an evil son of a bitch. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna be all sneaky. I'm gonna go behind enemy lines, and I'm gonna dress up and disguise myself as a fat lesbian. And I'm gonna take these men, and I'm gonna get them to send me inappropriate shit, and then blast their shit all over social media. That's what I'm gonna do.
Going behind enemy sack.
I'm sneaking behind, folks.
Pushing those balls to the side.
This is Red Leader coming on, Ben Center. Bro, I was on a roll last night. I was making these memes about how we're all conservatives are going to start creating these fake accounts, and go do it. I'm absolutely calling for this. Go over there and troll them mercilessly. You got them on their own, boys. All I can think of is that Johnny Horton song, The Battle of New Orleans. In 1814, we took a little trip off the Twitter app down Mighty, whatever tribal app. Just troll them mercilessly. Give them what they have been giving to us for years.
They need it.
And that's why they are so scared right now, because Big Daddy Overlord tech censorship is not going to protect them anymore now. Now you got to, and this is why it's so pathetic. You've got an even playing field, and you can't handle it. They cannot handle it. Now you actually have to back up what you say, and they can't do it. There is no more fact checkers. It's going to go away on Twitter. Or wait, was it ever on Twitter? Or was it just Facebook and Instagram? I think it was just Facebook and Instagram.
Was it?
I think it was. What, am I wrong on that, Chad? Did Twitter have fact checkers?
Yeah, I think they do.
Did they? Oh, okay.
They'll have that little bar that comes up underneath your
That's
statement.
right. Wait, or was that on, I remember that on Instagram. Well, I got banned on Twitter so many different times, I don't even remember.
I believe so. They'll have the same thing as Instagram and Facebook, where it's out of context or missing context.
It could be. I don't know.
And like, who takes that shit seriously anyway?
Okay, no, YouTube chat is saying they do have fact checkers. And did I say, people thought I said fat checkers. Well, there's plenty of those on there. They're called liberals, yes. Also, don't forget Rumble chat, hammer that plus button. Appreciate that. Yeah, so Disney's wanting to do that. I'm just, the fact that Planned Parenthood called for anything, shut the fuck up. Like, you people are just on a hiatus before you go to hell. Like, just stop.
Planned Parenthood in the back.
Yeah.
Have an abortion.
Then you got the fruitcakes that trans. Like,
Racist.
make one have a penis. You're like, what? It's a Disney show. Because that used to mean something. It's a Disney show. Now it's like, oh, it's a Disney show. Brace for child pornography. Child softcore porn. You've got to love this. This is like Helen Keller leading Ray Charles. White House. Joe Biden believes John Fetterman is impressive and incredibly bright.
Says he's the smartest man he knows.
As he sparked one up with Hunter Biden in the back bedroom.
Yeah. He's going to make an appearance in one of Hunter's videos.
Bro,
you see him walking behind like Sasquatch.
I can't with this anymore.
Smoking a crack pipe.
Like, and the thing is, liberals will buy this as truth and factual information. Yeah. Joe Biden, dementia in chief. Hey, he's the brightest guy I've ever. I like tater tots. You're like, what? Fucking what?
It's the brightest guy I've ever smoked crack with.
But liberals will use this as if this somehow justifies it. Like, in their eyes, Biden's the doctor. Well, if Joe Biden said it, I was like, oh my God.
He's a doctor.
Little known factoid: Helen Keller was immune to flashbangs. Jesus, from Rumble chat. Oh, I love it. I love it on Rumble. And it's John Burke Uncensored on Rumble. Come on over, John Burke Uncensored. Or John Burke Podcast. I'll have to change that and get that straightened up. But yeah, that's what Joe Biden says. And you want to talk about the racism displayed by the DNC. Latina Republican blocked from joining Congressional Hispanic Caucus. Myra Flores down here in Texas. She was denied the ability to sit on the Hispanic Caucus because, and I quote, she's a Republican. Yeah, they actually admitted it. The DNC said, nope, can't join. You're a Republican. Therefore proving that it's not about race, or representation of a specific race. It's all about buying the narrative, and color really doesn't matter. It's just buying and magnifying the narrative. That's all that matters to them.
Mm-hmm. There it is. There it is right there.
I mean, wouldn't you be okay with a Hispanic being on that board, that caucus, to bring about more understanding of the Hispanic perspective from either side?
Figuring out, why a woman from Mexico who came here the legal way, ran for a government position, got it. What was it that made you want to be in the Republican Party?
Exactly.
Or the conservative movement?
I can see why they hate Myra, though, because she came here from Mexico legally, and her husband's a Border Patrol agent that keeps out her own people from Mexico. And I can understand how liberals look at her and be like, you're a fucking turncoat. But realistically, everything they're doing is right. And I have so much respect for them. But it just once again goes to prove and show that they don't give a fuck about your color. Look at Kanye. The whole Black Lives narrative has fallen so flat on its ass that you're willingly canceling a black man.
Yeah.
What happened to the black squares? Where'd those go? Huh? Myra Flores says you can't join us because you don't think like us, even though the whole premise behind this is because you look like us. Interesting enough. Do you finally start to see where the DNC stands? Do you not get it at this point? Because if you don't, you're willfully ignoring this.
Did you ever see the the coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? All right, he happens to be a black guy.
Okay,
and he was fielding some questions from reporters after a game, and they started asking him about his relationship with Mike Tomlin, who was a coach for the Steelers.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, and he basically said that I don't give a shit about race.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he knew they were fishing. He knew they were fishing.
This woman, who I'm assuming she was a white lady, started saying something about how he looks like other players, and he's like, well, we don't look at race when we're doing this. Like the fact that she starts, there's like baiting him to talk about his race and how important it is to be black instead of, participating in a sport with other men, trying to accomplish the same goal.
But right? You make a good point here, though. Is that the MSM, like Elon Musk even said in that announcement, it's like it's that they are journalistic provocateurs,
right?
Provocateurs, however you want to say that. They're not journalists. They're looking for clickbait. They're looking for because folks, we've done this social experiment so many different times, and I know that the listeners and viewers will understand and probably agree with this. Controversy sells. That's why Kanye is so hot right now in the news. That's why all this shit is happening. Controversy sells. And that's what these journalists are looking for. That's why they're asking these ridiculous questions that don't even apply to many of these situations, like that coach.
Right.
Nobody thought about black versus white until the press brought it up. When the American people, when the world pretty much understands that it is the press that is the biggest enemy of freedom and free speech in America, I only wish the press could get a small amount of the censorship that conservatives have endured on social media and just see how much they appreciate that. Censor the press like they do conservatives.
Yeah.
And honestly, I hate to say this, but it's probably true. I'm not saying I support this idea, but if you did censor and eliminate some of these press places, we'd probably be a lot better off. I know we would.
If you're going based off of misinformation or disinformation, they should be on the chopping block.
The same standards they have enforced on us, they don't enforce on their own.
Especially when you have Fauci, who was saying, I never called for lockdowns.
Bullshit,
and there's hours of footage of him saying that we need to lock down the country.
I agree.
I mean, is someone going
to
call him out on that?
No, absolutely. I posted the 2 videos yesterday of Joe Biden. Go ahead and hit it. I know you want to.
Anybody.
Bro, I posted 2 videos, same post, 2 different reels of that douchebag Chuck. I think it's on MSB. I don't know what he's.
Chuck Todd?
Yeah.
Oh, God,
and he comes out there and he's, we played the sound bite. He's like, get the vaccine. I don't know how you sleep at night if you don't. You people are getting people killed. And then the next one was Joe Biden saying, hey, if you get the vaccine, you're not getting COVID. No fact checking. None. This has been proven wrong, by the way. This has been proven wrong by science. Remember, we got to follow that science that liberals conveniently follow when it suits their narrative. But when it starts to go off the liberal trail, it's like, well, we're not going to follow that. No fact checks. Nothing. That's why, big tech is a fucking joke. That's why I'm to the point, it's like, burn it all down. Burn it to the fucking ground. That's just all I'm going to say there. Now, do I advocate for censoring the press? No, that's not what I'm saying. I can already see people in the YouTube chat be like, oh my God, John Burke is cheating. No, I'm saying we'd probably be a lot better off, but ultimately it's up to the people. It's up to the people, whether or not they want to watch or believe anything. But unfortunately, there's a lot of stupid people out there that they just believe anything without looking into it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that pissed me off. So, all right, let's keep going.
So I guess you're not going to see that Disney film?
Probably not, because I don't give a fuck. Yeah, Meta platform is down. We're looking at the thing. Their stocks are not doing good. 22.76% as of 11:55 today. Whew. Damn. Facebook earnings cut in half. Meta stock sinks towards the lowest prices in more than 6 years. Yeah. I hope it keeps dropping. I hope they go bankrupt. The sad thing is Zuckerberg's never going to be bankrupt. He'll be fine. He's set for life. But
yeah, the company just has to go down.
yeah, I agree. Well, okay. Remember PayPal? Like last week, how they said the $2,500 penalty thing?
Yeah.
It's back. Now, but here's the question that I have. I've read this, and it's not adding up. So, PayPal's an objectionable term. It's back from the $2,500 fines for content they don't like. I've read what they're talking about, and it doesn't really say it in that context. It says sellers, if you misrepresent something, you could be fined. Now, again, they don't have the authority to do that. PayPal can't fine you. You can sue the fuck out of them. PayPal has no legal jurisdiction. None.
Yeah.
I don't know where they come off even saying that. Like you're gonna face up to a $2,500 fine. No.
Yeah, I would dump PayPal immediately.
People already are. PayPal knows this.
Yeah.
Their stock is also plummeting. Now PayPal has set it up to where you have to call them to cancel your account.
Yeah, I've tried to cancel.
Yeah, have you
both
tried
of
it?
Our business account and then also my personal account,
Which they canceled you on anyway because they were using that for shell shock. Yeah.
Right. So they every time I've gone on there to go cancel, get all my information off of there, it says, "Oops, there's an error."
Yep. Probably. Well. Okay.
And this has been for like over a year.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. I was gonna like, is that because everybody is trying to do it at once, or is that because they're trying to mitigate their losses?
No, I went back again because I think someone was trying to hack into my account because I kept getting these text messages saying, here's a 6-digit code for
Yeah.
So I'm like, I need to delete this shit, and came up with that. They wouldn't let me.
I
So
thought
I will have to call in. Though.
I thought Elon owned PayPal.
No, what's his? It's Jack Dorsey.
Jack Dorsey. That's who it was. My bad.
That piece of shit.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. Or no, he owns Square. Or he
Both.
was a partial. Or he owns both. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, because I think wasn't he like a 32% owner in Square?
I
didn't know he
his
owned
money
PayPal.
was like, I think he was making most of his money from Square and PayPal.
Well, David Marcus Blue Check on Twitter says, it's hard for me to openly criticize a company I used to love and gave so much to, but PayPal's new AUP goes against everything I believe in. A private company now gets to decide to take your money if you say something they disagree with instantly. Elon Musk responded and said, agreed.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not putting any trust or faith in Elon Musk, but what I'm seeing is he's echoing a lot of the things, or he's confirming a lot of what I think he's actually going to be for, which is to not censor people to that extent.
Yeah.
Like, don't get it twisted, folks. There's going to have to be a terms of services on there. You're going to have
Sure.
to, even it's on every platform. Don't post child pornography. Don't post shit like, I'm fine with that. That's I get that. There's always going to have to be rules and
If it's
regulations.
against the law, then it's against the law.
Exactly. But I think a lot of conservatives that don't know what the fuck they're talking about is like, we want free speech. Like, no, I think it comes down to the argument needs to be, common sense terms of services that are equally enforced and applied to every different political side. That's fair. And if they come on there and say, hey, you can't post child porn, I think that's perfectly acceptable and normal.
What about just pornography in general?
But Twitter does allow that. And that's what's so fucking stupid. You can't call people retarded and shit on that platform, but you can show a transgender man fucking a woman and actually see the penetration. That's fine. But you cannot call a man a woman. Or at least you couldn't before, but now you can because Elon probably has it now. How backwards is that?
I remember your secret trans admirer on there.
Oh my God, yeah, that fruitcake. Oh,
That his picture was like him.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I was
Yeah.
like, go!
Good Lord, that's a chick with a penis. I mean, that's a dude with boobs. My bad.
His dick is out.
Her dick is out.
Her dick is out.
Her dick is out. But Elon agreed with that. But now I read this. There was huge backlash against PayPal, including mass account cancellations, and PayPal responded by refusing to close accounts because the company believed people were canceling based upon misinformation and therefore wouldn't comply. Bro, you could sue the fuck out of them for that. But that was not misinformation. You posted that. Now, again, I think that was possibly intercompany sabotage, but either way, it is what it is. We got to play the hand you are dealt. That was not misinformation. That came from your company. Now, you cannot, dude, I don't know where they get off that you refuse to cancel people's accounts. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? And I think PayPal, how they're responding to this, shows a lot about who they are as a company, and it's pathetic. So, There was huge backlash. The company believed people were canceling misinformation. There's PayPal deciding what's misinformation and what's best for you again, even though, of course, it wasn't misinformation in the first place. Charles Payne, verified on Twitter, says, my PayPal account is still open. I got this reply, which totally ignored what I wrote in my email to the company below. Now they're insulting my intelligence. It says, hold on. He says, your organization has gone too far to even consider punishing people for having different thoughts and voicing them. They responded with, hello, Charles Payne. Thank you for contacting PayPal. An acceptable use policy, AUP, notice recently went out in error, and that included incorrect information. PayPal is not fining people for misinformation, and this language was never intended to be inserted in our policy. We're sorry for the confusion this has caused. For additional questions, blah, 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 blah. So they didn't cancel his account. They just said, oh, my bad. No, he's saying he wants his account canceled. What you should have said is like, hey, we understand where you're coming from on this. This was misinformation. We'll still go ahead with the cancellation, but we're asking for a second chance. That would be the smartest way to do that. From a bit, like anytime Shell Shock is fucked up, which is rare, but we have fucked up. It's like, we're going to make it right. Let people know we're going to make this right.
Yeah.
But what PayPal is doing right now is you denying them the ability to cancel their accounts. You're going to make more people want to do it even more now.
Yeah.
But PayPal isn't a service that many who have paid attention have trusted in a long, long time. Fundamentally, however, it's not that PayPal's gone woke or something like that, seeking to become disinformation czar. They want terms and conditions which give them broad flexibility to respond to the Twitter mob, and more importantly, to regulators, which often parrot the same. And they're 100% right on this one. I don't know where PayPal thinks it has the legal jurisdiction. Folks, that'd be like Shell Shock saying, I'm going to fine any of you if you don't use our products in a good manner.
Yeah.
What the fuck? We can't do that. You kidding me? Now, what they could do is if, say, for example, like you're a seller and maybe the misinformation is like you sold a product that wasn't what you claimed it to be and you used PayPal to make that happen, facilitate that deal. I think you're getting yourself into very murky waters that I would not go down. It's like, look, we have no coverage of that. What two people do is completely up to them. We just facilitate the deal. That's it. If you do have issue, take it up with your bank. We're the middleman. But being that they want to posture and position themselves in that spot, that's a slippery slope, dude. I would not do that. I would not go anywhere near that. You're bringing on way more workload, way more drama. You're going to have to make choices that are going to get you lambasted on fucking social media. Don't do it. Just don't do it. But again, people do what they want to do. So cancel your PayPal accounts, folks.
Cancel them.
Cancel them. It's gotten ridiculous. So. And then Tribal Social, we talked about that. Tribal Social, the reviews are here. Various social media platforms are growing rapidly, providing users with access to various communication tools. And here's the thing, the Tribal app, it's actually not bad. I hate to say that. It's actually very user interface, or very easy user interface.
Damn it.
I know. It's really not hard, but the only thing I don't like is you have to basically, when you go to post something on your wall, you have to pick a category you want it posted in. And the categories are all woke categories. I shit you not. Activism, BLM, LGBT, trans rights, it's all there. Like, it is like the smorgasbord of liberal retardation and gender dysmorphia all in one location. It almost feels like, you know what this feels like? I feel like Johnny Rico again. Let's go look at the bug planet. Let's go look at the bugs as they converge in their hive. And I'm like, you can walk up to one, you just put your hand on them, it's like, they're afraid. Some fat fucking feminist is like, ah! It's like, they're afraid. I love it, guys. And the reason I'm so happy about this, how often do we get to celebrate victories like this? They come few and far between. So when you get them, celebrate them.
Yeah, I think they're going to start stacking up more and more here.
What do you mean?
In the future.
I think so
W's.
too.
Yeah.
How great would that be? We finally start to see, and this wouldn't even be leaning towards conservatives. This should be leaning towards equality on the fucking apps.
Yeah.
I want my Facebook page back. I want my YouTube page back so I can push everybody over to Rumble and the True Social. Fuck those nerds. So, I don't know.
Did you see that Taylor Swift cut the controversial fat scene?
She fucking knelt to the mob. She knelt to the mob. Taylor Swift, for those that don't know, she got crucified because in a video that was trying to normalize body dysmorphia, she posted a snippet of her stepping on a scale and it said fat, and apparently that triggered the fat fucks. And they're like, we don't even want to see that. That's too much. I'm going to eat a brownie.
I know.
Take it off. It's not for everyone. Who wants to fuck me?
Oh, Taylor.
Oh, Taylor, you stupid woke bitch. You stupid woke bitch. And that's why, and I told Andrew Schultz the same thing. I was like, when you made that announcement with Kanye and called him an anti-Semite, and I told him, it's like, the premise wasn't what you attacked Kanye for. It's that you took George Floyd and you completely got it wrong. And he even admitted, he was just, well, I'm not gonna put his information out there. I promised I wouldn't. But basically the premise I told him was like, yeah, I felt like you sold out. When you get to a certain level of fame and money, you either have to swallow the leftist narrative hook, line, and sinker, or you get ostracized. So when he did that little rant about Kanye, it's like, that's exactly what it looked like. Taylor Swift, same thing. She was a cute little country star, started out in the country world, and sure as shit, a minute she went mainstream, she sold out and went to the left. And then she was doing videos on mansplaining and how men sit in the subway with their legs open because they want to take up more. It's like, no, because we have balls and they hurt when we put our legs together.
Big balls.
Big, floppy, juicy, hairy, sweaty balls, which, what is it, 4 days in a wake up? Yeah, John Burke's getting snipped. I'm getting snipped, folks. No more little shitheads for me. After that last bitch that fucking tried faking a pregnancy on me, he's like, I'm not playing this. I'm done. But because of all the abortion things, vasectomies, like to even schedule one in Dallas or anywhere, it was like a 3-month backlog. I'm like, motherfucker. Should have gotten this one a long time ago. I was like,
good time to be in the vasectomy business, right?
Oh, bro, yeah. They are booked. They are booked solid.
Walk in, there'll just be balls lining the wall.
I'm getting it microscopically done, though. This is not
because they're so small.
Yeah, exactly. That's just shut the fuck up. He's not wrong, folks. I've been juicing so much now. No, I'm playing.
Give me those things.
Give me those little raisins. Yeah, little raisinets you got there. No, I'm actually getting snipped on Halloween of all days. Halloween.
I don't know.
You think that's bad juju?
Did you say you're going to a Halloween party?
No, that's Saturday.
Okay.
Oh God, no! I'm not doing that. Like, oh fuck no! I'm not chancing it either. You will not. I'm not going to be in. I will be at home with ice on my nuts.
Yeah.
That because everybody I've talked to that got snipped, they're like, you're going to feel fine, but listen to what the doctors tell you. Do not get up for like 1 or 2 days. Just let your shit rest. Otherwise, you're going to be hurting so fucking bad. It's like I am not touching that. I'm not even wanting to fuck around with that. Like, you're talking about pain in the testicular area. Anybody that's kicked in the balls, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That does not feel good. And anything remotely close to that, I don't want to experience. So, getting the old snip. So there we have it.
The old snippity snip.
I'm tired of condoms. Condoms suck. But I don't want any more kids. So it's like, that's what I'm going to do. But anywho, look at me taking responsibility.
Good for you, buddy.
Weird, right? It's almost as if, the process, by the way, costs under $500.
Really?
So any broke ass liberal out there, oh, it's $500 and it affects marginalized people more than anything. It's like, okay, scrounging up $500 to get your nuts snipped, or you're paying upwards of $250,000 for raising a kid.
Yeah, see, I would support.
Tell me which one you can make happen.
Taxpayer-funded vasectomies, at least to a certain point.
If we're being pragmatic, yes, I will agree with you.
Yeah,
If we're forced to, through taxation, to fund something outside of a Planned Parenthood and shit like that, I'd be all for it. If you're going to take my tax money and you want to offer, shit like that, which again, above all, I'm not for it.
See, the problem would be if it's $500 to do it now. Now, if it's government subsidized, then it's going to go up to like, oh, well, it's $35,000 now.
100%.
Like, oh, okay.
That's why I'm saying, like I agree with you, but at the same token, we both know that would never work.
Yeah.
Anytime the government gets involved to regulate the market, they fuck it up. And
might be a good 501c3.
Oh my God!
Flipping balls.
The nutless wonders.
The nutless wonders. We just trying to fundraise for a vasectomy.
We're at an hour and 38 minutes. That wraps up today's episode, folks. I got it down, Lou. I got to record the new Valor podcast, which is should be dropping Saturday or Sunday. I want to get it out before Halloween, or at least on Halloween. It's a special Halloween edition podcast for you. I still got to record it, edit it, and then I will have this bad boy ready to go. Thank you for your love and support. Go follow the Valor podcast on Instagram. And I would say YouTube, but they banned it for some reason. I don't know why. Probably because it's associated with me and I'm such an asshole. But yeah, anyway, appreciate you. We love you. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for making this podcast a very successful podcast and show. Thank you for all the views on Rumble, for smashing that plus button. Once again, go follow me on Twitter at John Burke is free, and let's take the fight back to the fucking liberals over there and have some fun while we do it. Anything to add, my man?
Yeah, you guys have a great day.
Check out Shell Shock CBD. And as always, you stay savage, America.